What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we got a full entire roundup of everything you need to know about Citadelle de Morte, the brand new zombies map, and all the new content coming in. So the very first thing you need to know about Citadelle is it's actually based on the legends of King Arthur and lean heavily into the magic aspect part of the zombie storyline, the ether, magic powering up the wonder weapons, things like that. So you can expect it to come along with the castle, the knights, the swords, pretty much all to fit that same exact theme. Now, unlike Terminus Island, apparently this map is also going to be massive, but it's also going to feature tight, compact corridors, meaning that there's going to be a bunch of different hallways, different rooms. Obviously, when it comes to a castle, it could get a little bit claustrophobic depending on the chambers that you enter, the different rooms. And according to the devs, they mentioned that there's going to be some tightly packed spots that you do not want to be in when the higher rounds begin, and they will definitely get you caught up. So that's how the map is basically going to be based on. There's also two different name locations within this map, and these are going to be in the village area. So you have the village area towards the bottom, and then you can work your way up towards the castle, which is in the upper levels. And within the village, the two locations are called the tavern, as well as the stables, which you can walk inside of. And I believe they're just like name locations that they have. And then alongside that, with the map, there's going to be 4 brand new wonder weapons being added, and these are going to be elemental swords. So you can think of fire, ice, lightning, those types of elementals that we've gotten and we've seen in the past before, wind as well. And then they're also going to be a part of your dedicated melee slot. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any photos of these, so the photos you're looking at here, these are just concept images. Once the blog post comes out, we'll actually have an idea of what they will look like. But what I can tell you is because they're in the dedicated melee slot, this means that you have a primary slot and a secondary slot, and you'll have a slot for the wonder weapon being used here, so you can technically think of it as if Mule Kick has returned. Now, the next brand new content that we have, very similar to how Terminus Island has the Amalgam, we then have the Mimic on Liberty Falls, where there's actually a new boss here, and this one is called the Doppelghast, and they've provided us a photo of this creature, and it looks absolutely crazy. I mean, just take a look here at this monster. It looks a little similar to the Amalgam, except you see here, it's not like a hand, it's like more like tentacles. It has multiple different heads to it, and it looks a little bit creepy. Now, one thing that I also noticed alongside this photo is the fact that because he's here on this map, if you take a look at the background, you can see sigils on the wall, which tells me maybe there's like a teleport type of feature or something along those lines that could also be added here in Citadelle de Morte, which is something a little bit interesting. But you also get an idea of these like dark corridors and hallways, these tight-knit spaces, and just imagine this big creature chasing you when you're in one of these small hallways. So it's definitely going to be like a part of that spooky factor to it. Now, everything that I've mentioned here so far is exclusive to the brand new map. There's a lot of brand new content coming in that's general. Just a reminder, if you're finding the video helpful or informative, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I'll make sure you guys never miss out on any Call of Duty news or updates, and you'll also be helping us on the road to 500,000. Anyways, getting back into the Tesla Storm field upgrade is going to be returning, and that's going to be available across every single map. And a quick reminder, when you activate the field upgrade, it basically turns you into a living Tesla coil that shocks and damages zombies, and if there is any player near you, it actually connects to them, so it will shock any zombies near them as well. Now, the next item that we have is a brand new ammo mod called the Light Mend. Now, what this does is once you activate this ammo mod on your weapon, every single time or occasionally when you eliminate zombies, it will spawn a healing orb. Now, this healing orb will not heal you until you are low on health, so you can stockpile them and collect them around the area. And not only does this help you gain HP, but it will also help your teammates. So if you have them stockpiled and your friend is about to get down and his health is super low, they will actually be absorbed by your teammate and they will raise their health. So this is sort of like a support type of tactic that you can use. Now, the interesting part is obviously because every single one of these is going to feature a bunch of new augments. One of the augments makes them so zombies will take damage when they run through the orbs or run by them. So there's different upgrades where you can change them to be more attack based rather than just support. But the next thing that we have is a brand new perk returning, and this one is Vulture Aid from Black Ops 2. Now, they mentioned the design and the logo and all that is going to be completely changed and remade, so it's not going to look exactly the same, but they mentioned that it's going to have a massive vulture that bites a zombie as the logo. Now what this perk does is as you're eliminating zombies, it increases the chances of them dropping salvage and dropping ammo, as well as like lethals, tacticals, pretty much dropping items. They have a much higher chance of doing so. Now the next new items that are being added are the brand new Gobblegums. So there's a total of 3 of them being added. The very first one is called the Power Keg Gobblegum. That's going to be returning, and this one will basically just drop you a full power upgrade. Very simple. The rarity is probably not going to be that high. Then the second one that we have, this one is called the Time Stop or Time Out Gobblegum, and what this one will do is it basically freezes the round for a certain amount of time. I'm not entirely sure. They didn't tell us exactly how long. I'm guessing maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. And basically, if your friends are getting super close to dying, they're about to get eliminated, you can call that in, call time out, pretty much revive all your teammates, go ahead, get looted, and prepare and get ready for the round for when it continues. I don't think you're going to be able to like go AFK or anything like that with this one, so it's not going to last that long. But the next one that we have, this one is called the Holiday Cheer Whimsical Gobblegum, and because it's a whimsical gobblegum, what it will do is it makes zombies spawn with festive wreaths. It's implied that you can only get it during the Season 1 Reloaded updates, so they are very limited time, and once you end up collecting them through the like random drops that they have, you will be able to keep them until you actually use them all. Now, the next thing that we have alongside that, the brand new Zombies event, or at least mode that's coming in, and that is confirmed to be Jingle Hells, just like the leaks have predicted. And then it says it takes place on Liberty Falls, so it's not going to be available on Terminus or Citadelle de Morte. What's going to happen is it's going to reskin Liberty Falls. Basically, there's going to be snow, frozen rivers, Christmas decorations, Christmas trees, snowballs, stuff like that that will be available, so just a full holiday reskin. Enemies are also going to have brand new names and new skins. For example, like Manglers, they're going to be called Saint Mangler. The Vermins, I believe they're called Tinsel Makers. Things like that where they're just going to completely change. They're going to have that festive sort of theme to them and look. Alongside that, the Arsenal machine is going to be completely removed within Jingle Hells itself. Snowballs are going to be returning, which can be used to freeze and kill zombies. So when you throw it at them, you can freeze them and eliminate them. And apparently, the snowballs will also drop you presents when you eliminate zombies, and these could give you any sort of items, whether it's like ammo, salvage, rewards, and things like that. Now, on top of this, there's also going to be special rounds being added, and what this does is during these special rounds, it's going to basically drop the temperature of the map to where everything will start freezing. You're going to slow down, and what you have to do is basically seek shelter. So you have to run inside maybe the bank, get inside one of the buildings, and seek shelter during this storm period, and pretty much battle out the zombies while you're doing that, or else you'll basically just freeze to death. The next thing they also mentioned is there will be a brand new seasonal intro. So whenever you're loading into the match, there will be a brand new intro for that. There's also going to be a new naughty or nice power-up that will be returning, which was in Cold War. And this gave you 30 seconds of Plague Hounds or a present, and it was completely random. And then they also mentioned that during Jingle Hells, they will also have the main quest active. So if you want to try to complete the Easter egg in that mode, you can feel free to do so. Now, the last thing I want to talk about are going to be the brand new patch notes that Treyarch has confirmed and the major changes they're going to be implementing with that Reloaded update. They said confirmed on the COD Pod gameplay changes coming to zombies on December 5th. Mangler spawns will be reduced at mid to high rounds, so it should make these higher rounds a little bit easier. You won't have to deal with them as much. They put a cap on active Manglers up to round 100, so there won't be more Manglers spawning in on top of each other. So if there's like 3 on the map, they're going to limit them to that 3 and not add any more. Mangler arm cannons are going to be easier to shoot off now, so just all around a nerf to the Manglers, and they're making special rounds way shorter. More to come in the Season 1 Reloaded patch notes, but this is everything brand new coming in with the brand new Zombies update. I'm going to have a lot more to cover on the channel these upcoming days as we get closer to the Season 1 Reloaded launch, so if you are not yet subscribed, definitely hit that sub button, and I'll keep you up to date on all the latest Call of Duty news and updates. But it's been your boy Citadelle. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.